Hey, how we doing, everybody? This is Pops. We're going to do a little video here on farming rune cloth. We're here in the Syrian Gorge in the Eastern Kingdoms. I always just come into Undercity and fly down to wherever it is I need to go. You can come in down at Booty Bay and Stranglethorn. But you got to wait on the blimp to get there, and I'm impatient, so there's a porthole to Undercity, and I usually just go that route. And your Syrian Gorge, and with the come up on these doors here, Black Mountain. This place can be a little bit confusing, but it's not bad once you get used to it. You don't have a flying mount, a little bit more difficult, but it's not bad. Come in these doors, and you come in down here. The bottom of this rock is where you want to get. If you don't have a flying mount, you can get up on these chains and run down these chains and go in these entrances here and go down to the bottom. We can fly, so we're going to cheat. You can see we'll come out right here on the bottom. Just run on down. But if you could fly, it's a little bit easier. But then you just run down this chain. And right here is where we want to go in. So we go inside. You can see the map here. We're going to run all the way down to here. And this is our dungeon right here. I'm running this on a level, I think 53, 53 paladin. There's not much in here that's going to mess with her. I think most of this stuff is level 30, 35. But you can always run it, a couple, 2 or 3 of you at a time, and just share the loot. Probably the worst part about this one is you got to run all the way back out of here to get on your mount and sell stuff off if you have that mount. Here's our entrance. I've run this 3 times tonight. Pulled 67 mage weave and pardon me, 422 rune cloth. And these are the things I have gotten. I got a bunch of this rich illusion dust from disenchanting stuff. A few boxes, some other cool gear we've gotten out of here. Personally, I don't really know why you'd want to farm rune cloth. Other than to level your tailoring. It doesn't sell for that much. There's really not that much stuff you can make with it. But if you need to level it, that's a good way to do it. And this dungeon gives you some other pretty cool stuff. So, and it's kind of fun to run. You can run it 10 times in an hour. Just right click on your portrait, reset all instances, and there you go. You can also change your dungeon difficulties here, although this one, as far as I can tell, cannot be running anything but normal. We'll go inside the dungeon, and this is a big dungeon. There's a lot of options here. You can go here and go to a couple of different places. I think the Grim Guzzler is in here somewhere. You can buy some cool alcoholic stuff that my buddy likes. I can run this dungeon in it takes me about 8 minutes. 7.5 to 8 minutes to run it. On average, I pull about 100 rune cloths out of here per run. Takes about 7.5 to 8 minutes to run it. It takes you about 50 seconds to run back to the opening to where you can mount up and sell your stuff off. Assuming you have like this mount or the traveling tundra. What is that? This mount will work too. You can buy it in Dalaran for 20,000. And what we're going to do is we're going to run up through here, clear all this out, come back down through here, clear this room out, circle back around, run all the way around this circle, clearing it all out. I'm right down the middle of this, and I go ahead and hit these rooms, come out here, back around, and done. So here we go. If you have a taunt, it helps. You got little groups on both sides here. I try to say hi to everybody. You get snared a lot here. You got something that'll break that. Paladin has a couple different things. That helps. Pull everybody out in this room. Boss. Try to kind of pull them all together here as close as you can. And if you have an area of effect, the paladin, what is it? Kills most of them. Only missed a couple there. Pick up your loot. Sometimes it'll make you click twice, so be careful. You got that big group, and off we go. We're gonna run down through here.
I need to get closer.
You get slowed down and snared a bunch in this thing. But it's not too terrible. I'm patient. And round everybody up. Say howdy and kill them.
It's too far away.
Now we're out of here. Now we're going to come down through here and run up through this circle. Come in here and go through this door right here. And you can pull a couple things out of this area. You'll have other opportunities. This is the door we want here. sure you stop by and say hi to everybody. If you get irritated with the snares, and you can always stop and kill everybody and move on. I pull as much as I can, but I get irritated if they keep snaring me a whole lot. If it gets to that, you just knock them out. Now we're going to come around here and go down the middle of this deal. I get into this room, I'm usually going to go ahead and kill some of them off. Just to make it a little less intense. Like I said, sometimes you have to click on your pile a couple times, things. We run down through this corridor. And I always jump in here and say hi to the people in the rooms. Might as well get them while we're here, right? And we're getting ready to come out of here. We're gonna go up this route. Say hi to everybody standing here in the corridor. Just for fun. And bring them all back down here to the end. And there you have it. Run back through the entrance here. And I guess the downside to farming this dungeon is you do have to run out of here in order to mount up and clear your bags. And as you can see, you got to clear your bags every run, because you just get a whole lot of stuff. I've set the stopwatch on it a couple times, and about 50 seconds to run out of here. So it adds a couple minutes to your run. All in all, you're probably looking at around 9-10 minutes for 100 rune cloth. And the other goodies that you get. And there is some cool stuff here. Although, to be real honest, other than leveling, I probably wouldn't run it. Or if you need the particular
many deals for a friend of the Grumbles.
ingredients that come out of here. I pulled a couple pieces of gear out of here I'm going to try to sell, but If you got a mount, it'll do it.
May your feet find
If you
good
don't, I'm not
weather.
sure I'd mess with this. You'll have to run all the way out to a vendor somewhere.
I have many, many wares. Many farewells.
And I disenchant all the gear. You can take a look at it, you know, see if there's anything you want cosmetically, or depending on your level, something you might be able to use. Those are cool, but I already saved one of them. Let's go through and disenchant it all. Said you pick up a lot of stuff. You gotta go sell every run. Said if you don't have the mount to do it, it might not be. But if you're leveling and you need the cloth and you don't have the money to go buy it, it sells fairly cheap on the in-house today. So, but I've been doing cloth videos, so I wanted to include this one. You get a lot of this illusion dust, rich illusion dust, and you get a lot of these large brilliant shards, and a lot of this greater eternal essence from disenchanting the gear. You'll get a few recipes. Not something I want, but so there you go. It's a pretty good run. I've run it 4 times. This was the 4th time I'd run it. I got almost 100 mage weave cloth, and there's a much better place to get mage weave cloth. Look for that video, but 523. Anyway,